welcome back to the Herbal Bunny. My name is Tamitha. Today I want to talk about a issue I'm having and how I'm going to heal myself with the use of herbs and diet. March of 2017, I decided to come off my birth control, which was Sprintec. I was on it for 7 years. And the reason why I came off of it, because the last 6 months that I was taking it, I was having my period probably about 20 days out of the month. It was annoying, as you can imagine. I went to my doctor and she's like, well, we're going to have to put you on something different. Like, well, no, I think something different is coming off of the birth control. Now, the main reason why I went on the birth control, not just to prevent pregnancy, but because I was having horrible periods that lasted for a long time, like 9 to 12 days, and huge blood clots, lots of cramping, lots of bloating, lots of mood swings, headaches. And when I went on the birth control, it worked really good. My periods were very light. They were only like 3 to 5 days, and I was like in heaven. So, but toward the end there, I was having the sporadic bleeding 20 days out of the month, and I'm like, well, shoot, what's the purpose of taking this stuff? So came off of it. Within 2.5 months, I gained 23 pounds coming off of the birth control. I started freaking out. I went to my doctor, and she's like, well, let's just put you back on birth control. No, let's not. Also, I had noticed I was having some pain, like whenever time I have intercourse, I start bleeding, and when I ate soy products, the tofu, soy milk, the meatless veggie burgers that has soy in them, I would like start my period within that day. And I was like, okay, something's going on. So I'm one of those people, I don't like going to the doctor because I'm trying to heal my body naturally. I want to do everything natural, but reluctantly I was like, okay, I gotta go to the doctor. Went back to my gynecologist. She did a pap test, and she discovered I have uterine polyps. And of course she's like, this is an easy fix. We can just numb it and yank them out. And I'm like, no, that doesn't sound like a pleasant trip. So I had asked her, I was like, well, what causes these? She's like, well, it's just one of those things. It just happens. Well, no, it's not one of those things. And I love doing research. And I found that high levels of estrogen and your hormones being out of whack, your sex hormones out of whack, can cause all these issues, cause fibroids, cause uterine polyps, can cause endometriosis, which I was diagnosed with when I was younger. Well, this really explains a whole lot to me. And you all know I'm studying to become a master herbalist, and I did my research, found some herbs for balancing out my hormones, and I'm going to list those all down in the description box. And this is where I'm at right now with this video. Anytime, and this is what I've been promoting, anytime you're trying to heal your body, no matter what it is, diabetes, cancer, cold, whatever you have, diet plays a huge part in your immune system and healing your body. So while I'm taking these herbs for balancing out my hormones and building up my reproductive organs, I am going to be eating whole plant-based food diet. And I know I promote this. I don't always eat it, but I promote it. And since I'm trying to heal my body, I'm definitely going to have to do it. Do as I say. Okay, so for the next 7 days, and obviously I'm going to do this more than 7 days, but I just want to show you, give you an idea of what kind of diet you should be eating when you're actually trying to heal your body of anything. So for me, and I know this may not be for everybody, but I'm going to replace 2 meals a day with a smoothie. It's going to be raw fruits and vegetables in a smoothie with a healthy fat. It's either going to be avocado, chia seeds, or hemp hearts, because I already have those on hand. And then for dinner time, I'm going to be eating a plant-based diet with a fresh fruit or vegetable or whatever. But for my snacks as well, it's going to be raw fruit or vegetable for snacks throughout the day. I'm not going to be doing any juicing. I feel as though I don't need to do that. A lot of people, they may want to do a juice cleanse, but that's totally up to you. Depends on what you have going on. So since soy does wreak havoc on your estrogen levels, I will not be doing any of the meatless patties or tofu or any of those fun things. Nothing's going to be processed, and that's one of the things that I really promote is nothing processed. No breads or cookies or any of that things, even though they may be plant-based. They are processed. They have high fats in them. The bread or the flour's been processed, so we're going to say goodbye to those. And keeping your bowels moving. I know this sounds repetitive from me, but keeping your poo-poo coming out is going to really help the healing process of your body. So I will be taking a lower bowel formula, and all these herbs that I'm actually making them. It's not from a company or anything. That's why I'm going to be actually listing the herbs down below. So if you wanted to make your own, the foods I'm going to be buying are on my budget. If you guys have a different budget, then, you know, obviously do your own budget. But since I don't make a whole lot of money, you're going to see a lot of foods that's kind of repetitive. It's like, she's boring. But I am going to try to do different things. I buy my bananas in bulk when they are like all speckled and brown at the store when they don't want them. I'll be buying foods that are on sale. And actually, a lot of people will say, you know, it's expensive to eat fresh produce like that. But when I went plant-based and started eating more fruits and vegetables, I've noticed that I save a lot more money. And in fact, during the summertime, because I do grow some of my own vegetables, I was saving like $300 a month in my family just by, you know, either growing the stuff or going to farmers markets, or, you know, you see these little fruit stands along the road. I don't know if they have them wherever you're at, but they do have them around here where people, they grow their own stuff, and it's fairly inexpensive. So if you can stock up on stuff like that, that's great, wonderful. You can go that route. You just gotta shop around, you know, everybody likes a bargain, right? Since my weight does fluctuate a lot throughout the month, sometimes I weigh like 10 pounds more, sometimes I weigh 7 pounds less, and it just fluctuates. I'm not going to really focus in on the weight loss as much as I'm going to be focusing on my diet, what I'm eating, and taking my herbs to balance out my hormones. So I want to keep a journal. This is what you want to do. You want to keep a journal of how you're feeling. If you're feeling fatigue or whatever, you know, you just want to keep track of those things so that way you can go back and look at it, and hopefully you're not feeling worse as you're going along, but that you're feeling better. And some people may have more sensitivity to some of the sugary things, and that's one of the things that can increase your estrogen is too much sugar, along with the wrong kinds of fats and stuff. And people's going to ask, well, why do I have to why does it have to be plant-based? Okay, so think of a cow, okay? You got this picture of this moo-moo. They milk this cow. Okay, so you can't just go out and milk a human, right? The only way that you can get milk from a human is if they've given birth. And that's what they do to these cows. They artificially inseminate them, or they have a cow, this stud come in and they do their little thing, out comes the baby cow, they take the baby cow away from the mom, and then they milk her. Well, after a while she's gonna not produce as much milk, and so they inject her with all this crap to make her continue to produce milk. Well, all that's into her meat, all that is in her milk, these hormones, and we ingest them, and you know what? It messes up our body. And yeah, that's why men have man boobs, and because their estrogen levels are too high. So that is all I have to say, I believe. I'm going to post everything down in the description. This is the intro. I'll be starting all this tomorrow. And I wanted to hurry up and video this before it got dark outside. And I really like it because it don't get dark until like 7 now. I'm just ecstatic. Alright, you guys, go ahead, like, subscribe, ding the little bell, leave comments down below if you have questions. I will try to answer them. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers at this point, so I may not have a whole lot of questions, but